Hi, thanks for tuning in. Today you are joining me at Renegade Craft Los Angeles 2011. This is an amazing event and you guys are going to be so inspired. I can't wait to show you what's going on. Hi, I'm here with Glenn Dresser of Uppercase Magazine, and I think this is a really exciting project you have. So tell me what you're doing, Glenn.
Well, we have a magazine that we've been doing for about 2.5 years now, and it's a quarterly publication that we say is for the creative and curious. And what we mean by that is it's for anybody who's involved in any sort of creative profession, whether it is actually professional or on a sort of amateur hobby level. So we have design and illustration in it, but also a lot of crafting, textiles, even like architecture, gardening, cooking, just any sort of creativity that we can work into the magazine. We always like to try and include as much as possible.
Cool. Now, how did you come up with the idea to do it?
Well, my wife is the founder behind it, and she had a blog that we had been doing out of our home back in Calgary. And the
Calgary, Canada, if you didn't hear the about.
Yes.
I heard it.
Yeah, and the magazine came about as a sort of a representation of what we were doing on the blog, but giving things more coverage, going in depth more, and really getting into the illustration in a way that you can't do strictly online.
Right. Now, are you an illustrator? Do you have a creative thing that you do too?
I'm a writer myself, so I write pieces for the magazine, but also help with editing and other similar tasks.
Very cool. Now, what about your wife? Besides being like an organizer and a thinker, did she start out with a craft? Is that how it started?
She's a graphic designer, and she had been working as a graphic designer for about 12 years prior to starting the magazine. And her doing a magazine was always sort of her dream project. And when things sort of fell in place that we had the time and the resources to work on this magazine, then everything sort of snowballed from there. And and 2.5 years later, here we are going strong with it.
Very cool. So now, obviously, a lot of people say like paper periodicals are going away, and I hate to even hear that because I love the tactile nature of records and books and magazines and newspapers. But are you finding that because you're so specialty, you're still generating a following?
Yeah, and what our product is definitely a something that people want to hold on to after they get it. It isn't a magazine where they receive it in the mail, read it, and then recycle it. It's something that
or leave it at the nail salon. That's what the rest of us do.
Right. Yeah, and we know that people who have been subscribing from the beginning still have their copies of issue 1 and hold on to them and treasure them. But as well, we're very subscriber supported, and we do a lot of calls for participation from readers in our magazine, and as well as a lot of projects on the blog that reach out to our subscribers. So we really feel that we can continue to do what we're doing because we have this fantastic group of people following us,
right,
and
community.
Yeah, and by keeping them involved, it's really helping the magazine tremendously.
Now, I was teasing you about being Canadian, but in all seriousness, like, do you have a big U.S. following? Do you have an international following? How are you being received globally?
I would say it breaks down roughly 50% U.S. and then about 25% Canadian and 25% international.
That's great. That's huge.
Yeah, it really, certainly California is probably our single biggest audience, both San Francisco area as well as down here in LA. We have more subscribers in California than any other region in the world, probably.
Interesting. That's encouraging. Orange County, California represent. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, I am really excited about it. I'm going to subscribe, and I can't wait to kind of check out what other people are doing. Thank you for your time.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. And if you want to know more about it, you can check out the website at the end of this show. Thanks.